What's the emotion like here heading into your first NFL game? What are the nerves or the jitters like right now?
To be honest with you, it's just I'll probably come game day a little more butterflies, but right now it's just practice, getting it right.
What is the D-line hoping to show here in the first game, especially given you have such a mobile quarterback in Justin Fields across the line?
It starts up front, so just want to show dominance and that we're here.
Why? What do you take from the preseason? What do you take from those opportunities?
They're opportunities. I got to show a little bit of my skill set and really just starting to work on my craft.
Did it give you extra more confidence or belief that you could play at this level?
I had the confidence. I was brought in for a reason, and confidence is there. You can't let it lack.
What kind of challenge is the Jets' run game specifically with just the tandem of backs that they have?
No comment.
Is that part of this week? I feel like
So
I
we
haven't
just-
heard a lot of specifics from anybody this week. You guys trying to not give any bulletin board material or?
Hey, you got it.
How much do you know of the last two games, or two of the last three games last year they played Baltimore and a lot of rushing yards against, who obviously they drafted you and Darius and signed a couple D linemen. How much are you aware of that run defense and the pride of the run stopping in Pittsburgh over the years?
You hear from the vets all the time that it starts where we are, hands in the dirt, and really the dominance that they show, and really starting to gain that knowledge that they're really impressing on the guys that came in.
Do you have your work shirt ready for tomorrow? They told you about that tradition yet?
What?
The collared shirts?
Nope.
Fridays?
You got me. Didn't hear anything about that one.
Why'd you switch numbers?
College number? Why not?
Do you anticipate having maybe a bigger role on Sunday just because Derek's out and hurt, Cam's kind of up in the air? I mean, what do you kind of anticipate about how much you could be in the game?
Just get the reps when you have the chance. When you're out there, you play to your best ability.
TA nicknamed you Big Sexy. What do you think of that?
What?
Yeah.
A word? I like it. I like it. Yeah.
What's the anticipation and excitement level to get out there Sunday, hit someone in a different jersey?
It's gonna be great, man. I'm looking forward to it. I'm always looking forward to the start of the season. It's another great opportunity to go out here and add to your resume as a player, and another chance to go out here and attack with your new teammates, and the guys that you're going to war with. Finally, that's going to count against the record. So it's gonna be fun.
What makes this DB group so special in your eyes?
Just a good group of men. And, a lot of guys that have fun and genuinely like being around each other. So that's the big issue. That's the big part about it, is the fact that the guys like to hang. We get to know each other a lot better. I'm always a guy that's more bigger than football. I'm more of like trying to build bond, trying to build. I like to extend my family. And these are a great group of men. So I'm appreciative of them guys. So I'm looking forward to just sharing the field with them too.
What's the biggest challenge with this Jets offense?
Right, the biggest challenge right now basically is trying to understand them. New staff, new everything. So seeing how they're going to attack us. So we ain't got to. Of course you got your ideas of what they are capable of doing, but of course you're going in a little blinded. But it's just fun. So at the end of the day, man, they put the ball down. We just go compete, play ball. We know Justin, what he's capable of doing. I played against him while he was in Chicago as a young kid. Great talent, tremendous talent. He does a great job with his legs. So. I know for a fact, make sure you got to contain him. It doesn't matter. Shout out to Joey. You know what I'm saying? Joey the GOAT. Rich man. What up?
How much are you guys itching to kind of get out there with just a series in the preseason, and now you guys get to finally?
Oh, man, it's fun. Like, I like when the season get here because it started going by fast. It's always a purpose to play this game as in just football. But in training camp, of course, you see every day you're going to get your guy. But now every time you get rewarded to show what your work has put in to go against another opponent and go out and compete. So that's the main job, is go compete, have fun, and try to get wins.
You said you guys like to hang the DBs. What do you guys do when you're not hanging in the locker room? Is there?
Oh man, we going to the Sean house tonight. You know what I'm saying, to watch the game tonight.
Does Sean know that?
Yeah. I done told everybody we at his house tonight. He knows it though, and I said make sure we have some good food. So we're gonna kick it, watch the game. and hang out for a little bit, man. Just, like I said, it's always bigger than football. I know this game, help feed our families and everything, but to have a great relationship on and off the field is always a great blessing because it just shows how tight you are on the field. So great.
What's it going to be like for you tonight to watch that game, banner raising ceremony?
Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be lit, man. I'm thankful I'm at today, but of course, as a player that contribute to help win that Super Bowl, it'd be nice to see it just fall down, and then I just magically appear back here. You know what I'm saying? But we know that's not possible. But man, I'm just I'm so thankful for that organization as that organization helped me win the championship. They put me in a lot of great positions to be successful in the championship. So I'm always gonna be thankful for the affiliate. And yeah, man, so I still don't like the Cowboys either. So it's still cool. We still cool with that.
Are you gonna wear your Super Bowl ring tonight, watching the game or anything? Remind them, bring it
I
over?
low key as the banner going down, I low key already got my ring ready just to put on my finger. I might shed a little tear, and then I'm back to reality.
When people talk about run defense, they usually don't think, they talk of tackles, whatever. Don't think of the secondary. Personally, you take pride in that aspect of the game, and as a secondary, how can that help?
Oh, great, man, because one thing I do understand, I've been playing with TA for a long time, definitely when I was in Detroit, and a lot of DCs I had believe to be a great run defense, you got to have great corners that can tackle, and thankfully I'm a good tackle. I ain't gonna say here saying I'm like a Sean Elliott, just want to take folks' head off every play. But I can get a guy down easily. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the strength of it about being a great run defense is the fact that your corners can tackle, and that's a big burden on me. So I don't like to be the oddball. So I make sure I'm prepared and ready to tackle.
So you talked about not knowing what they're going to do.
Last two.
And how does the different guys you have in your secondary give you guys so many different options of the way you can play a team? Like some units, they can only play one way because that's all the guys they have. But for you guys, really, like, trying to figure out what they do is important because you got a lot of different options at your disposal.
Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of it, just having a tremendous back end of the guys that's very versatile here. Like of course Ramsey, he's a guy that's very versatile that can play anywhere on and off the field. So Deshaun, he could play that. I've seen him back in his days plays a dime package as middle linebacker. Like that's the good thing about our beauty is the fact that we are very versatile and we both all like a lot of smart guys. These guys can play multiple positions, and so that can tell you how smart and intelligent they are. So that's the beauty of it, man. So we're going to continue to keep trying to use that as a strength, and keep going.
Mike Tomlin talks about the importance of you guys not beating yourselves up, like not beating each other.
Say again?
Mike Tomlin talked about the importance of not beating yourself and playing clean and everything like that. Yeah. Communication before the snap's a big part of that. How do you feel like you guys are clicking when it comes to communicating before each snap in practice going into this game?
Oh, great, man. That's the biggest thing for sure is communication, making sure everyone's on the same page. Because if we all say the same thing, we could be wrong, but if we all run together, it's right. So that's the main issue main thing we go by with in the defense is just making sure we all on the same page so our guys can play faster. Because if somebody ain't on the same page, they be slow. We don't like that because I'm on the back end. I need TJ to get there fast. I need him to know what he's doing right now, today.
When you look at this week, last year obviously we know the injury. When you look at this weekend, is it kind of like a do-over to get started in a good way and play?
I wouldn't say so. No, not really.
Not extra, just can't wait to just get
Oh yeah, that part, yeah, for sure. Only playing one game, it's tough, but yeah, I've been so ready, putting everything into my preparation, and knowing that once I get there on Sunday, I'll be ready to go.
Where do you feel most at home with your skills? Like as far as something that's the most instinctual part of your game? Is it when you're blocking in space? Is it run blocking? Is it
100%.
pass protection?
I think it's being out in space. Whether that's run or pass or screens or stuff like that. Something about the space helps me for some reason. I don't know. Just coming from an offense in college where that's all we did, pass block, screens, all that type of stuff, and then kind of be integrated into this offense where we're running the ball a lot, but also knowing that I have the skill set to block out in space, whether that's on pass blocking or anything like that. So I would say that.
How excited are you to put that on tape? You guys didn't do a whole bunch of that in the preseason, but by design, of course.
It's a regular season, playbook's wide open. So, I'm excited to finally be able to run a lot of the plays that we've been practicing. So, yeah.
Is it any different blocking for right-handed quarterbacks and at right tackle when you played with Penix for so long at Washington? Is that any different for how you approach it? Or?
No, not at all. I got to block the guy regardless what side I'm on. If the quarterback can see him, if he can't, my job is to make sure that I'm in front of my guy and keeping space between him and the quarterback. So I don't think so.
You mentioned things he likes to do. How much is his skill set putting stress on the edge guys specifically with his first step? And how he gets a crease, he can get to the corner.
It's unique. He's definitely one of the best in the league when it comes, getting out of the pocket and making plays in the run game. And so we just know that we got to be disciplined on our rush lanes because whenever he finds those downhill escape lanes, he's gone, he's out of there. And so we just can't, we can't rush scared. We got to continue to rush every single snap, but we just got to be disciplined on our rush lanes and the games that we run. So we just can't be rushing high or rushing in front of him because he can see and get out of there. So I think it comes down to us being disciplined in our rush lanes.
I know you said it's unique. How different is it from the way Lamar is as a runner?
Yeah, I think
they're 2 or 3 times a year.
They're both similar. So like I said, we get that experience against Lamar. So I think it definitely helped us this week against Justin.
Not to give away the game plan, but do you have to maybe think about him as a run-first kind of guy? Do you have to kind of spy him?
Yeah, I think there's definitely that. His running ability definitely adds, a unique aspect to the game plan. And just like we were talking about with Lamar, we have certain schematics around that. And so I know we're going to have to do that as well. And so just because he's very dangerous with his legs, and so we just got to make sure he doesn't get out of the pocket. So and that's what it'll be.
You played him last year, but can you take anything away from that game last year at all, or is it totally different? You kind of rip everything up.
You talking about
the Jets,
in
general, the offense, yeah.
Yeah, I think, it's a little bit different of an offense. I know they got new coordinators there now from last year. Obviously, a lot of new personnel going from Aaron to Justin. And so I think we just been watching some Detroit film as well because that's where the coordinator came from. And so we just got to do what we do. We just got to handle us and go out there and play fast. And ultimately, we decide the outcome of the game by how we make plays.
You anxious to finally get this thing started here?
I'm very excited. So I'm very excited. I can't wait.
With so many changes on defense and so many additions, what are you guys hoping the identity of this defense is this year? Any change, anything different from last year?
Yeah, I think just for us as a defense, obviously we got to play fast and physical, but for us, I think it just comes down to communication, and that starts in week 1. When we're playing great as a defense, we're communicating well, and so I think that just starts here in practice. We got to have that communication locked down so that when we're out there on Sunday, we're not guessing, we're not playing slow, we're communicating, and we're playing fast.
Do you feel like that's improved over the course of training camp?
Yeah, absolutely, especially, with the new guys who are coming in. Obviously, when guys first get here, they're still learning the defense, still learning the culture, and so, but as time has passed, all the new guys who've come in, all the rookies have done a good job of just buying into our culture, and really our communication's only got better since training camp started.
Let's Mike threw it out there during the summer that this defense has a chance to be special. As a player, do you enjoy having those expectations, thrust upon you on your shoulders?
Absolutely. I think we just got to go out there and deliver. And we know we have a bunch of great players on this defense, a bunch of guys who are able to make a lot of plays. And so we also have a lot of depth in all positions as well. And so I think just overall as a defense, we just got to go out there and just do what we do. And let's go out there and make plays, play fast, play physical, communicate well. And so ultimately the results will handle themselves.
Do you think there was a method for him putting that out there?
Yeah, I know like I said, I know we got the players to do it. So we just got to go out there and play like we're the best defense in the league.
How do you think about the 2 backs? We talk about Justin a lot about the 2 backs.
Yeah, it's very unique. It's kind of the same thing that you see in Detroit that they have with Gibbs and Montgomery. But Breece Hall is a really good running back. So is Braylon Allen. But they kind of have a unique personality about their game. Breece Hall is more of a perimeter guy, and Braylon's more of a downhill guy. So I think whenever those guys are in, I think just trying to see what type of run they're going to have. Depending on the back, I think is what we're game planning around. And so I know both those guys are good backs. And so we just ultimately, I think the main part of the game plan is stopping them. We got to stop the run. And so we just got to get out there. And once we stop the run, then we can get to pass and get after Justin.
Alex, how important is Cam to this defense? And you worried at all that he might not play?
He's our leader. And so I'm confident he's going to play. And so he's an all-pro guy for us. And so, like I said, I'm confident that he's going to play because we all know the type of player he is and what he means to our defense, and so I'm confident he'll play.
Has that situation been a distraction at all for you guys preparing for this?
No, I don't think so. Like I said, because he's been out there still practicing with us as well, still getting reps and stuff, and so we know that, like I said, I'm confident he's going to be.